A major financial move from Pakistan is raising questions about both its economic stability and shifting geopolitical alliances. The South Asian country has decided to repay $3.5 billion in loans to the United Arab Emirates in a single lump sum by the end of this month. The repayment includes $450 million borrowed in the late 1990s, $2 billion taken in 2018, and another $1 billion in 2023. Additionally, these loans were extended year after year, but earlier in 2026, the UAE shortened rollover periods to just 1 month and raised interest rates to 6.5%, which is more than double of what Islamabad had sought. While officials have not publicly explained the sudden repayment, analysts suggest the move could reflect a growing strain in ties between the two countries, particularly in the context of the US-Israeli war in Iran and its fallout. The UAE has been a frequent target of Iranian strikes during the conflict. Recently, a temporary ceasefire was brokered between Washington and Tehran, with Pakistan's involvement. Analysts believe that Islamabad's neutral stance in the conflict may have contributed to friction with the UAE. After the loan repayment was announced, a Pakistani official described the prepayment as the cost the country was willing to bear to uphold national dignity. Pakistan's foreign ministry called the repayment a routine financial transaction under bilateral agreements and warned against what it called misleading interpretations. Raven D'Souza is an executive managing editor at the Times Kuwait. He's now joining us live from Kuwait City. D'Souza, thank you very much for making time for us. Do you actually think that the Pakistan Foreign Ministry is right when they say that this is a misinterpretation?
It probably is because, loan repayment is a regular feature and aspect of repayments. And I think there should be nothing much read into that, because I think what is due has to be paid. Mm-hmm. So I think they can look at that payment as part of the process that Pakistan has a lot of loans that they have to repay and continuing loans that they will get from World Bank and IMF.
Mm-hmm. D'Souza, now that Pakistan played a role of a mediator or facilitator in the US-Iran talks, do you think the UAE could have borrowed something from that and actually exempted them from the loan repayment, or that was not the case?
No, I think this loan repayment, as I understand, was before the mediator talks. It was not a sudden, it's probably coincidental, but it was not sudden. So I think now we are probably reading too much into it. Mm-hmm. And I think that the Pakistanis are probably right on this issue, that they have to, it's part of a routine payment plan. Mm-hmm. It just might seek an extension, which I don't know how flexible the UAE is at this point, mm-hmm. but it doesn't look like it's something that's come out of the negotiations or mediating role.
Analysts would say that the UAE is angry with Pakistan. Do you see that? And what's the friction all about if it's not about the loan?
No, the UAE is, the UAE, Oman, Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia have all been very heavily impacted by the war in Iran, which the Israeli and the Americans have imposed upon us. But I don't think, and there are issues like the whole Gulf was upset with India about the hug that Prime Minister Modi did with Netanyahu. But I don't think that goes out of foreign, out of that context, and they might be looking at something else. Mm-hmm. So in a nutshell, I would say that there are disputes or differences, but I think they are both mature countries and they could resolve this at their level.
Well, Pakistan has been facing a financial crisis for some time now. Do you believe and do you have hopes that the country will be able to repay all their loans adequately?
Yeah, this is not the first time. As you know, and I know that Pakistan has faced this before, and this was bad fiscal and monetary policy, and they have been bailed out again and again. They have the Chinese, they have the Americans. They are now as part of the mediators. I'm sure they are able to bail out. They've improved or done a lot, but I think with the oil shock that is now facing the world, including India, Pakistan, the Far East. I think IMF and World Bank has also discussed about extending loans or repayment terms. So I think there will be a rain check for everybody in this. So I think it's something that is now a global phenomenon where everybody is going to face huge financial issues.
Live from Kuwait City, Raven D'Souza, thank you very much for your time and for talking to us today.
Thank you.